It's you're meandering along the day and you really don't know what it is that you need to focus on.
I love that. I mean, just having that pure thought in your mind of I can't focus. As a life coach, I know what we do is we will go out and we will manifest the fact that we can't focus. So business can get really confusing, especially with all the things to do, all the things to learn, and we're constantly distracted by so many things on the outside. As a matter of fact, that's what happened to us for several years. We were stuck at this 40K cap per year for a while. That is, until we embraced this one strategy that we want to share with you guys here today. After we started to focus on this, we actually almost 10x our business. Now, it's not a quick overnight success. It's not going to be a quick flip of the switch, but it is an extremely powerful tool. And I'm going to let Teresa unveil it. What is it?
Clarity.
What? That couldn't possibly be it. What does that even mean? And how could this hold you back in your business? That's what we're going to dive into today. Are you ready? Let's go. So welcome to Modern Leadership, where we see things differently. We help parents excel personally and professionally without having to burn themselves out or sacrifice their family time. We do that on quick short tip videos on Mondays and Thursdays and longer episodes on the weekend. If you're new, consider subscribing, but let's dive right into clarity. Okay, so let's start off. What is clarity?
So it's clearly knowing where you're going to go. It's the why and the what. Why are you doing what you're doing and for what purpose?
Now, this might seem a little bit basic for you right now, but I just want to explain how this can actually show up in your business, in your career, in your life, and how it showed up for us by giving you some examples of how confusion can literally get you off course. And after we share this, we want to show you a way to really start to embrace clarity so you can actually figure out what you want to create. All right, so tell me the first way. How can we lose focus?
So if you're finding yourself saying, I can't focus, that's one of the ways. You're meandering along the day and you really don't know what it is that you need to focus on.
I love that. I mean, just having that pure thought in your mind of I can't focus. As a life coach, I know what we do is we will go out and we will manifest the fact that we can't focus. Here's another one. I just don't know what to do next. Guys, in this constant world where we're being bombarded by so many different things, so many teachings, so many trainings, so many books, so many leadership courses, all those things, we can really get into this curse of knowledge that we start to think of we just don't know what that next thing to do. But if you get really clear, you absolutely know what the next thing to do. It's just the next step that you have to take. So if you have this thought of I just don't know what the next thing to do is, you need to stop and get more clear on what you truly want. What's another way?
So another way it shows up is when you're saying, I don't have time. And that just means that you're disorganized. You don't have your priorities straight. You just haven't created a plan for yourself.
And guys, I just want to let you know, it is very easy for these kind of thoughts to take over. We teach a lot on this channel about how our thoughts and how our brain is literally trying to keep us safe. If we have these thoughts of I don't know what to do, I'm confused, I don't have enough time, we will go out and we will manifest that in the world because we won't have to do the tough or difficult things we need to do as a leader to gain that level of clarity. But let me ask you this, if you know and identify what you really want in the world, how much more clear do you get and how much do you know the next step that you absolutely need to take? When clarity is there, everything else falls to the wayside. Now, this is another very powerful thing that can hold you back, and that is having this thought of, I'm overwhelmed. Now, when we have this thought of overwhelmed, what our brain is trying to trick us into thinking is it has to be done. It has to be done right now. It has to be done by me, nobody else. And if I don't do it, the world's going to completely come to an end. Only all of those things are false. And when we have this thought of I'm overwhelmed, it actually gets us into not taking the actions that we actually need to take in that moment. Once again, it's our brain trying to confuse us, getting us into a lack of clarity, which leads to a lack of action. So can you share, what is it that we did to gain clarity in our business and our life?
So what we did was we clearly defined where we were going, what the goals were, what those goals were going to do for us, and what kind of impact that was going to make.
That's an extremely important question, is the impact that it's going to make when we take those actions, because that will get us into taking more consistent actions from a different level of energy. So how can others get clarity if they're lacking that in their business or their life right now?
It's really hard to gain clarity on your own. Sometimes you need an outside perspective to help you look at things a little bit differently. Sometimes you have to find a coach that'll ask you the right questions to guide you along the way.
Yeah, what's crazy is it's very easy sometimes to help other people gain clarity in terms of what they want or the next actions for them to take. But because we have the behind the scenes view, our brain will literally confuse us into not taking action. So getting an outside perspective, always very important. So what can people do if they want our help getting clarity?
So you can go to organizedchaospodcast.com/contact. In the subject line, just write clarity and I will reach out to you as soon as I can.
So now that you know that clarity is the secret to your business and really your life, you might be wondering how to end this version of self-sabotage forever. Don't worry, we got you covered. Check out this workshop where we help people end self-sabotage for good. Don't forget to subscribe and keep leading from the front, leaders. Bye.
It's really hard to find clarity.
It's okay. You're beautiful.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay. So they can ask. I got something stuck in my
Got a
throat.
throat? Got a frog?
/
Forward slash. Okay, hold on. Okay. Go. Let's.